But the global attention now turns to South Africa's Kruger National Park. That's where delegates from G20 member countries have converged at the Nombolo Mdhluli Conference Centre in Skukuza for the G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group meeting. The gathering aims to advance international efforts to curb corruption, enhance transparency and promote integrity in governance systems. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo is at the Kruger National Park and joins us now for an update. So, Tumelo, what conversations are dominating the agenda there insofar as ensuring that our communities are rid of corruption?
Well, indeed, the conversation here, it's all about corruption and how do we clamp down on these corruption activities, especially that are happening within government and also within businesses. You know that countries are losing billions each year due to corruption, and South Africa is not spared. We have seen in number of, in the last couple of weeks, we have been seeing a lot of properties being seized by the SIU in the country, and they have been doing that for a number of years. But here they are meeting. South Africa is going to be co-chairing this meeting today with Brazil, where they are expected to discuss issues of the action plans that they are going to be taking here, and especially with South Africa being the G20 presidency that they're going to be taking out forward, especially here in South Africa. But let's now speak to the acting DG of the public administration and administration, Ndate Vukani. Ndate, just talk to us about the action plans that you guys are going to be taking here, and also if you can talk to us about what are we doing, especially when it comes to the protection of whistleblowers.
Thank you very much, and welcome all the viewers. Yes, indeed, today we are here on the third working group of anti-corruption. This is the third build-up meeting, preparing for the main meeting which is going to happen on Thursday and Friday, which is ministerial declaration meeting. There are three key issues that will around the issue of the action plan. One is the public sector innovation to strengthen accountability and transparency. The second one is the issue of inclusive public participation with the broader public sector space, the academia, civil society, and the public service at large. The third main one is the issue of ethics and anti-corruption. You are quite right. The action plan will cover the issue of whistleblowing. How do we strengthen whistleblowing and develop mechanism, legislation, policies to guide how people can begin to involve themselves in that area of work.
And also, obviously, there are a number of countries are losing billions. How much money do you think as the G20 member country are losing towards these corrupt activities? But also, how do we work together to ensure if somebody is doing corruption and flee to another country, can also be properties can also be seized, and also assets can also be recovered, especially when it comes to corruption that is also affecting a lot of, especially here in South Africa, we have seen where properties have been seized in Gauteng with the Tembisa issues there.
Yes, this is quite a big issue. You are quite right. All countries are here to do one thing, to agree how do we begin to collaborate with the instrument that begin to address the issue of anti-corruption and illicit economy. We are losing billions and billions as a country. I can assure you, as a continent, it may go beyond trillions. This money that belongs to public service and public sector at large. One of the issues that we are going to do as part of the declaration, we are going to agree and brief ministers to say they must adopt an action plan that will go to heads of state and heads of government in November in that regard.
And also, obviously, that will lead to the collaboration that you guys are going to do. It will also lead to the arrest. If somebody is arrested in the country, it will also deal with that.
Yes, indeed. One interesting thing is that because even the AU now is a member of the G20, so meaning that when we cooperate with Africa, we collaborate and go beyond the African continent and ensure that countries begin to ensure that we exchange even notes in that regard, collaborate, policies, instruments, and we harmonize our instruments that we can begin to follow through where money is that go through the process of corruption.
Also, let's just talk quickly about this whistleblower and the protection of whistleblowers. It's been an issue in South Africa where whistleblowers have not been saying that they're not being protected, and it's a lot of issues. And we've seen the whistleblowers also in the country being allegedly being killed for blowing the whistle in particular. How are we protecting the whistleblowers?
The good news is, as a country, we have now moved with speed in that area of work, led by Department of Justice. We have developed instruments for whistleblowing. This, when after this G20 begin the process through our governance structures of cabinet and parliament. So I've taken note of that issue because it's quite a serious matter that we must agree as a country what do you need to do to address the issue of whistleblowing and protection that area of work.
Ndade, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
That was the DG of the Department of Public Service and Administration, just talking to us about the third G20 meeting here that is currently happening here at the Kruger National Park. It's the final one. So after this, they will hand over to the ministers of justices, and then to ensure that those declarations that are taken here, they are also the action plans that are taken here are being declared.